2027 is not just about a campaign for an individual. 2027 is a campaign for Nigeria. It's a campaign to birth, or the start of a campaign to birth a Nigeria that would inspire future Nigerians to be so proud to call Nigeria their home. 2027 is for us like we're capturing and recapturing our country out of the hands of those people who have destroyed the country by corruption, allegation of corruption, forgery, drug peddling. Is to take Nigeria out of the hands of those people and give Nigerians a hope and give Nigerians a reason to be called Africans. Remember, it is often said that the African nation, that the black nation would not move forward until Nigeria moved forward. Nigeria plays a pivotal role in the advancement of the black race all over the world. Whether or not you like it, it is a statement of fact that wherever Nigeria goes, the black nation will go. And Nigeria is that sleeping giant that the rest of the world is waiting to rise. And when Nigeria rises, blacks all around the world will be respected. And this is where Peter Obi comes in. And I like some of the things that Aisha Yesufu said here. Forget about the fact that you think forget about the fact that you think that she's an Obi supporter or she's an obedient. But Peter Obi is a candidate that is most competent with every likability to win the 2027 election. Peter Obi has the competence, the policy, and be competent policy-wise. He has the competence strategy-wise. He has the competence economically. And he has the competence to market Nigeria to the rest of the world without the face of corruption and drug peddling, as well as the likability to win the next election with a worldwide support from Nigerians all around the world. What that simply means in essence is that Peter Obi has those competences to be able to market Nigeria to the rest of the world, where you look at the president of a nation and you say, this person is trustworthy. This person can advance the nation. Peter Obi has all of those qualities, not the one of corruption or drug peddling like the one we currently have in place at this particular point in time. Peter Obi can even though we've looked at our politicians, the way they've defected, all the governors, they are amassing so much wealth just so that they can rig the 2027 election. But what Peter Obi does, in the words of Aisha Yesufu, is to outpassion all of these other politicians, because you know what? We're tired of taking 10,000 naira from them and then going to poverty for another 4 years. So what we want to do is we want to bring out the vote. And the one person in this coalition of the ADC that can bring out the vote, and put passion in the bomb of all Nigerians to come out, vote like more than they did in 2023, is that same Peter Obi. You are a proponent of Atiku Abubakar. If you're telling Nigerians to vote for Atiku Abubakar, it's like replacing like for like, but on a different side. Atiku Abubakar, in my own opinion, cannot inspire the confidence and the hope that Nigerians need right now. I don't think he can. So for that reason, Peter Obi stands aloft above all these people. He stands high above all these people put together. That's why, in Aisha Yesufu's words, Peter Obi are shaking, and is shaking the Bola Tinubu camp. As a matter of fact, Bola Tinubu and his camp, they're shaking because they know the one person they don't want to contest against is Peter Obi. So I want you to watch what Aisha Yesufu said. But remember to like, share, and subscribe if you've not done so. I will catch you on the other side of the video.
Some have likened the ADC's rise to what the APC was doing before 2015 in the build-up to 2014. But they stopped short by saying ADC lacks the it factor. We know the it factor for the most part in 2014 was the Buhari factor. But what, in your view, is the it factor of the ADC right now? I mean, in terms of hierarchy, it comes somewhere, I mean, it depends on how you see it, whether under the PDP or just under the APC, as far as the top political parties in the country is concerned.
The Peter Obi factor, I will tell you that. And I will tell you this. And sometimes that's why I say I wish I wasn't a Peter Obi supporter, so that when I speak, people don't think that it's just because I'm biased. You know, in this country, at least in the last, I think our democracy is now going to be 27 years, right? We've had two people who have had mass followership. And one of them that was the late President Muhammadu Buhari and Mr. Peter Obi. And the thing about Mr. Peter Obi is that for the first time in the history of our politics, this 27 years and even before then, because I saw a little bit, I think I was about 10 years old when military, first came in 1983. And this is the first time that we have seen a candidate. This is the first time that we have seen a candidate who is most competent and also most likable to win. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Usually you have someone who is very competent, but they don't have the likability or the popularity to win, or someone who is very popular, they don't have, the competence to actually do. Now we are having these two things, coming together. And I can tell you one thing. As it is right now, no doubt about it, if it comes to spending, because that's what some people are boastful about, nobody can spend, Tinubu. I will give you that, because, of course, you see all the governors are going there. Our coffers have been opened up, money's everywhere. But one thing that Peter Obi can do is that he will outpassion Tinubu or anyone else. This is someone that inspires passion and motivates the young people. Tinubu, yes, can have the money and whatever. You don't want to be, if you're going to bring something against someone, this is someone, as far as I'm concerned, as this standard, that got into office that he's not supposed to have gotten into. And if you're going to bring someone, you are not going to bring someone that is same old, the same group. That doesn't make sense. You're going to bring someone who is innovative, who is competent, who can do the work, who has the energy, who can go out, who knows everything about every part of the country, and who can inspire, most importantly, the people to come out. This is someone who in 2023 inspired people in their 70s who had never voted to be able to come out to vote, inspired young people, and he still does that. So that is the factor. Is that Peter Obi factor?
You think Peter Obi is the arrowhead for the ADC?
I think...
Is he the star boy of the ADC in your view?
So you see, that's why I say, because if anything I say, it will be taken with a pinch of salt. Oh, she's biased. That's why I say, I wish you understand. He is. The first thing, look at the things. And I mean, don't take my words for it. Do your research, go out there. I mean, that's what, as journalists, those are the things that you can do. Do your findings. The first thing you will notice is that when the coalition was going on, when Peter Obi, was there, came out and people you saw how everything was all over the place. And then it sort of like went down a bit again. People were like, oh, he see part of it, because he hadn't formally declared. He had things he was putting in place for him to come formally. Now that you have seen him formally come out, with his people, his supporters, his well-wishers coming to ADC, you've seen a difference also. And in the last, what will I tell you, in the last 48, maybe 72 hours, you've seen the kind of statements that have come out from all around Tinubu's men, all about Peter Obi and obedient and whatever. They're really shaking.
So now that you've watched this video, it will come to that conclusion, just like Aisha Yesufu said. Peter Obi is the it factor of the ADC. Take Peter Obi out. The ADC is just another mere platform for other old gags to come in and rally around themselves, just to want to find a way to seize power from Bola. Peter Obi will inspire Nigerians to vote in 2027. You see the time that he had to rally Nigerians to come out in 2023. He has more time now. This is why the ADC must do what they need to do as quickly as possible. This is not about whether or not we should run a vote and the best person should win. The thing is this, right? It is simple, and I've said this on many occasions. It is a simple mathematical calculation. If you look at the numbers don't lie. The reason why you watch elections in America is that you look at the numbers, when you see them drop off and say, oh, they're dropping off, because they've looked at the numbers and they know they don't have it. The one person that has the numbers is Peter Obi. Whether in the north, in the east, the west, and the south, he has the numbers, he has the competence, he has the likability. It can inspire the votes. Who will bring out the vote between Atiku and Peter Obi? The answer is simple, and it's very rhetorical, but I'm going to answer it anyway: Peter Obi. So as a matter of fact, Peter Obi is the star boy of the ADC. And you know what? The star boy is always the face. But it's not just about the face. It's about the competence. It's about the character. It's about the likability. It's about the ability to do the job, the strength, the vigor. It has it. What we have right now is our politicians who are using the Nigerian government to become president as retirement home to fulfill their own personal ambition, not where Nigeria can go to. So Tinubu's camp is really shaking. So like I said before, Peter Obi is the most popular politician in Africa right now. He has been so for the last 3 years, and it's continuing to be so again. Obi can send Nigerians, inspire that vote. I'm going to ask you, go out on the street, ask these questions. Who is the person Nigerians want the most right now? Whether you're asking this question in America, in England, in Nigeria, in Zambia, in Kenya, who is the one person the rest of the world is thinking could you beat Nigeria as president? And they believe will have the capability to lead Nigeria into that promised land. At the moment, it's Peter Obi. So what is it that we want to think or play around with? Who is that one candidate that can bring out the votes in 2027 against Tinubu? Listen, Tinubu has amassed so many governors, so many politicians, all for one reason, to have a way to rig the election in 2027. It's a fact. Professor Chidi Odinkalu said that Tinubu does not need our vote to be president. All he needs to just get that and judges and INEC to actually give him the votes. And after that, he becomes president. That's exactly what happened in 2023. So he doesn't need that. The only way we can defeat Tinubu in 2027 is to rally Nigerians to come out, vote en masse, block them from rigging the election, block them from changing those results, upload the results so we can all see them live and see how they're going to change the result and not cause havoc around the world. We can stop the rigging that's going to happen in 2027, but we have to be smart about it. In the issue of our politics, we have never had one who is so competent and also likable like Peter Obi. We've never had it. We've had people who are competent. We had Gani Fawemi run for election before in Ondo State or Ekiti. I can't remember which one it is. He's still lost. We've had people who've come out. Chris Okoti's come out to contest for election. Tunde Bakar has come out to contest for election. Again, it's not just been about popular. It's about being likable and being competent. These ones were competent, but we did have the likability to win the election. They didn't have it. This particular person this time has that likability. So what are we waiting for? Again, like I said, Obi will inspire passion. Nigerians will come out en masse and vote for him. They will dance on the street to campaign for him. You don't need to harass people, oppress people, force them to come out and vote for you. That's what Tinubu did in 2023, where they used his daughter to push out market women to either seize their shops or block their shops if they don't come out to sing for him. And that's what they will do again. They've already started the work anyway. So competence is on the ground. Innovation is on the ground. Who can do the work is on the ground. Who can inspire people to vote is on the ground. And Peter Obi, again, like I said, is the star boy of the ADC rather. Peter Obi has the it factor. That factor to be able to come out and say, I stand now. You can see the passion. By just joining the ADC already, you can see how much it's pulling out. So again, I want you to put your comments in the comment section. Do you agree with Aisha Yesufu? Is she right? Is Peter Obi the right candidate for Nigeria? Or are we overstating the case here? Put that in the comment section. Let us know what you think. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe, recommend this video, and also, be part of the change that we need to move Nigeria forward. I'll catch you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.